Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, thank you, Bestie. I'll upload my playthroughs tonight for Silent Hill 6. And I'll divide the chapters up for my retro tonight between Batman and Final Fantasy 3 so that they're easily navigated and you'll be able to I pushed the wrong one. Where you can easily play and watch whichever playlist you want. So you can play and watch my Final Fantasy 3 playthrough in whichever parts you want. Because last night? That's all I did last night was the third scenario. Yeah, part 4 is what I got it titled as on my YouTube. And the whole 3 hours is nothing but, actually I think it might be 2.5 hours. I don't know. It's between 2 to 3 hours. It's nothing but the third scenario of, which group was it? It's the third scenario where you find some animal dude out in the wilderness named Gao or something, G-A-U. And you're with Scion as one of your partners, and you're trying to find you've been washed down the river and you're trying to find your way back to Narsh. That's the third scenario. Finally make it back to Narsh by helping that animal dude. And then, yeah, when you go outside the town that you randomly show up in, there's this random, like, wildling type guy that hops out and keeps saying he's hungry. You gotta go inside the town and buy some dried meat. And you throw the dried meat to the wildling, and then he joins your group, and he shows you how to get back through the Crescent Moon mountain. And that's a secret path to get to some water-breathing device so you can swim underwater to get back to Narsh. That's a weird scenario. With that, and then fighting Kefka after that with the group, because after that third scenario, you have to go through a whole scenario where you divide all the players that you meet over the whole time into 3 different groups and fight Kefka, which gets pretty hectic. That took me a couple tries. Well, let's go ahead and pick up where we left off, and this is where we're at right now. We're trying to find a path to get to the west. Yeah, I had that on my last playthrough, the fight against Kefka. And his funny little laugh is in it too. Okay. I have to find... the villagers of this town said that there's dudes way off to the west that we're seeing Terra flying around. I don't want to waste magic on fighting stuff like this. And these guys can just one-shot them and kill them. I got some really cool weapons now. I'll turn this up a little bit on my side before I move on. I enjoy the music in this game. Music for Batman Forever was a little repetitive for me. Yeah, it's a nice theme song. That's a cool weapon right there that Locke has. I think it's called the flail. Oh no, it's called the full moon. Yeah, it's called the full moon. That's what Locke has. It's a badass weapon. I gotta figure out a way to get across. There has to be... Celis has the flail. I don't know if I should go back through this way. I picked the weakest characters out of the group I've discovered so far, so that I can level them up a little bit in this part of the game. Because I've got characters that are sitting back in Narsh that are like level 17, and my lowest level here is Locke, and he's level 13, and he's whooping ass. I honestly could not tell you where I'm supposed to go to get to the west. Thinking maybe if I go back to South Figaro, they might let me take a ship to the west. There's no mountain range that'll let me... There's no mountain range that'll let me through. There's no mountain pass, I mean, to the west that'll let me through. So my best bet is to say that South Figaro will let me take a ship to the west. I'm gonna check that. Characters are pretty much at the point where they don't even really have to worry about using magic unless I need to use antidote, obviously, or if I need to use cure after battle. The one thing I loved about Final Fantasy was everything is so damn cryptic. Yeah. I like the mystery, though. It gets me thinking. But I don't like looking up the answers unless I'm like backed into the corner and got no other choice. I like expired all options that I can possibly think of. I'll turn to look up something, but these guys, I hate getting poisoned by these things. I'm just gonna suck out my, I might as well just save it. Recovery Spring. Okay, there has to be a path through here. Yeah, poisonous enemies always smack into me constantly. Need to heal lock before long. There has to be a way through here. I'm missing something. I don't know if they blocked the road to South Figaro. Or if I'm just not seeing it. I just probably didn't see it. Tough trying to find the right way to get out of here. Yeah, she smacked the shit out of that. Oh, it's just... That's not I need to worry about. I haven't been paying attention whether or not these enemies are actually giving me experience points. Yeah, they're good. Not much, but they're doing it. I missed the doorway. Winter storm over at my house is going crazy right now. I can hear the wind just going crazy. Alright, South Figaro. We made it, but there is soldiers everywhere. Damn. You hear the wind blowing on or pounding on your window? It must be getting crazy everywhere. I don't need to use that. The Empire's taking possession here. Is there no way to sneak into town? Yeah, they got the roads completely blocked out off into South Figaro. Damn, how am I going to get into town so I can use a ship? Is that the only entrance in? Guessing so. Sucks. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to find a different way in. I wonder if the returners are back at their base. I can always go up to the northeast and check there. Yeah, that's the only way in. That sucks. Let me check this place first. Alright. Pretty sure this was an entrance into the Returners' hideout. I may be going the completely wrong way. Keep locking at your gain levels. There's nothing left over here to grab. Quick and easy. How do you do it? How do you keep playing without saving your progress? I've gotten I don't know, it's just gotten to so high to where I know where all my levels are, and I always keep a healer in my group. That way when I get too low of a level, I'm always just constantly healing. I like to save a lot of my stuff too. I don't like using a lot of my sleeping bags and tents and stuff constantly. I couldn't tell you if I'm going the right way though. Ooh, Celeste got poisoned. Whoa, what? Alright. They're fine. As long as she stays alive, I'm good. She goes down, my group goes down. Maybe I'm going the right way, I don't know. Yeah, I don't even... my main goal is to find a way to the cities to the far west. I still haven't found a path over there yet. All this is just old stuff I've already done. Hoping to find answers. Celeste gained level. coming after her. Taking my lower level guys through the same level, same path that my higher level guys went through. These guys are just more tanky. If I get my tanks up as high level as my DPS dudes, then I can really have some fun. Terra was the main healer and she disappeared as an Esper. I think this is where I originally met Scion, then. Damn, Locke's about dead. Haven't really been paying attention to him. There's the entrance to the returners, I believe. Still gotta go. No idea if this is the right way. This is gonna be a long walk back if this is the wrong way. Edgar has about half health. Yeah. There we go. I believe I'm lost. Returner's hideout. Here we go. Welcome back. My wounds are healing. I already took all this stuff. See, those are all my characters. Hoping I can find some rest before I...
Oh, wee!
Yo, Mikey Waglock, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, there definitely are a lot of characters in this game. Yeah, sure, no problem. Alright. I think that healed me, didn't it? No, I gotta use an item. Where's my tent? Yeah, I'm working on it. There we go. Maybe I can buy another tent from that dude. I got plenty of money. I skipped him completely, didn't I? Where's the door? Okay, here we go. I go buy a couple more tents. That's enough. Not normal. I don't use them too much. I rely heavily on my healer to do the job for me. The only time I ever use a tent is if I'm out in the open and I need some more magic power. Leet River, hop aboard the raft. We're doing this again now, huh? I guess I may be going the right way, because I could be, charting a new path to the west. Oh, I might have to use, I was about to say, I might have to use my magic power on this. Yeah, saving with that mithril claws, that's violent. He does over 500 DPS with it. Saving gained another level on top of it too. Yeah, I've barely even done anything. Already given me a save. I'll find a route to the west. They got me quick. Lot gained a level. He's up to like 15 or 16 now. Another save point. Yeah, Locke is 15, Sabin is 17. Edgar 16, Celis is 15. Yeah, they're all caught back up. Apart from Shadow. I've only got to use Shadow early in the game and I haven't seen him since. I gotta get to bed feeling really tired, but have a good night and good luck. Thanks, Bestie. You have a good night too. Thanks for stopping by. And have if I don't stream tomorrow, have a good holiday and everything this weekend. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow because of Christmas. All my relatives and stuff will be doing different things on different days. I'm still going to the east, but I gotta find a town that can take me to the west. Yeah, definitely, Bessie, no problem. I'm sure we can come up with something. I mean, nothing's easier than, like, Fall Guys or something, you know? I'm open for anything. That was weird. You've come to fix the door? No. I'm looking for somebody that can every single time I see a bed, I know I can do that. And Merry Christmas, Bestie. I'll see you next week on Monday if I don't stream tomorrow. Shadow Edge. Yeah, this is stuff I way below my level. Gotta find a town that can take me to the west. A lot stronger, but they still don't give me very many experience points. Easy. Way. Here's Castle Kingdom. Doma Castle. taking over. Remember there being like a secret entrance over here. Everybody here's dead anyway. I could have sworn there's a secret entrance in here. Well, we're blocked off from Doma. I hope I really did come all the way out here for nothing. $66. I could be going the completely wrong way and I have to turn all the way back. That'd suck. Edgar gained a level. Nothing here either. Oh, it's gained a level. They're just piling on levels now. Anthem Forest. I remember doing this last time. How far am I going to go? Not getting much out of that. Which way we need to go? I go that way. Another mountain range. I always wonder what that light's for. No, we're jumping. No going back now. Gotta complete the circle to get back to Narsh. Gotta find a town. Town up here. They're probably gonna tell me go to Crescent Mountain. Take you back to Narsh. Mobley's. Make sure I get my character all healed up and see where we can take her next. My helmet I had was when we found it in the Crescent Mountain. I don't see myself being able to go anywhere. Check the inn. Maybe there's somebody here. Oh. The only thing I know to check now is Crescent Mountain. Over mines. Man, it did a lot of damage. I was looking at the wrong thing. I'm getting attacked from every direction. Get back inside Crescent Mountain. Alright, Crescent Mountain. This will take us back to basically Narsh. think it was that strong. Whoa, why are we spinning in directions? That flail works great against those things. I'm hoping this gives me the answers I'm looking for. I don't think it will. I'm just doing the same thing I did with the other group. We're exploring the same land. I was hoping that they would swing me off to the west, but it didn't happen. Oh, this is actually kind of what I'm looking for. They're going to South Figaro, though. Wonder if I get on here, go to South Figaro, and then take a boat. Maybe their boat will go to a different harbor off to the west. That's what I'm thinking. This This right here is the end of the line for a third scenario. I don't even know if they'll let me walk out of town in this. There we go. I want to see exactly where I am in this place. I want to see whether or not they'll let me actually walk west from here. If there's nothing over here, then I'll probably just have to take the ship to South Figaro and see if they have a ship to go west, because I'm running out of options. don't think I explored this way last time. There's a town up here. I don't think I've ever checked it out before. It's not a town. Wait. How's that possible? Kinda confusing me now. I'm still in the east. Nothing I can do over here. South Figaro was just overrun by all those guys, and I gotta get shit. Didn't even know this pass was down here. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to take the boat back to South Figaro and see if I can't get a different boat. Imperial troops are milling about. Gotta jam without being seen. Use caution. Oh, come on. They kicked me out of town. So that's not the route to go. All that for nothing. far north to South Figaro as you can go. Fun walk back. I'm looking for a way out here and I can't find it. Euro Castle. Thought they were gonna have anything to do. Sabin, what a splendid young man you've become. Get yourselves a home. I really think there's... I don't know what any of this are at. talking about. Not seeing anything useful here. Lots of requests this month. If it's your wish, I'll take you beyond the mountains. Here we go. This is what I've been looking for. Ah. That's what I've been looking to do all this time. Next stop, Culligan. Watch your step. That's dangerous. Basement. I'm Lone Wolf the Pickpocket. Relax, they're just blowing off steam, but I'm telling you there's no sense keeping them up here. We're just small potatoes compared to the real threat lurking out there, and King Edgar knows it. Alright, let's travel on in the new area. And I leveled up too. My characters are prepared for this new environment. Whoa. This is harsh environment out here. Collagen. Shiny creature so frightening to us all, but I found it beautiful. Was it really a ghost? It stopped right in front of me. I could see it had gentle eyes. Everyone was scared when the glowing creature stopped here. It leapt to the south toward Jador. Oh, it came to my house. A monster of light, looked somehow human. That was Terra. My brother's a bit touched, lives alone to the north and dreams of building a coliseum. He's a bit touched. General store. See if they got any new weapons and armor. I don't know which one would be the best for him. I think what I got is the best. Already got a flail and a full moon. Fire scheme. He's the only one that can use full moon. And the air lancet. A girl named Rachel used to live in that house. Now it's deserted. Wasn't able to save her when she needed me. Locke, what are we off to find today? Soon you're not going to believe what awaits us up here. Come on, it's worth a fortune. Locke, look out. Damn. Rachel. Rachel, are you awake? I can't remember anything. Get out of here. It's your fault she's lost her memory. Wait a minute, she said yes, we were gonna go. I don't know who you are, but ever since you came here, my parents have been upset. You'd best leave Rachel alone. She's going to have to make a new start of it. Locke, your being here doesn't help. A year passed when I returned here. I learned that Rachel had perished in an Imperial attack. Memory returned just before she passed away. The last thing she uttered was my name. I should never have left her side. I failed her. Always find elixirs in those clocks. Don't let me sleep in these beds. No free rides here. Best stay away from the house on the eastern edge of town. The old coot there spends his days mixing curious herbs. I heard he keeps ghosts under his house. Oh, is that you, Locke? It's been a while. Oh, that. Worry not, your treasure's quite safe. I used some herbs to put her into suspended animation. She won't age a day. That's what you wanted, right? I had to use my herbs, I did. Rachel? You mean those herbs have actually saved her? Of course, the love of your life will sleep here like this forever. What if there were some way to call her back? If you could call her back, she'd come back. I'm sure you'll find something that'll bring her around. I failed her. Lock. She can probably do something. She's a healer. I can watch it again. Basically got to get to know Locke's story. Is the old Coots house they talked about, I guess. Hero ring. You can't let the world become too peaceful. People are at their best when they're at war. My Coliseum will be a monument to war. If I can ever get the help I need to finish it, that is. What's up with these random places out in the middle of nowhere? Guess this house is just good for a hero room. They did say down south toward Jador. I'll go head down to Jador. Damn, that was a massive attack. We took a wrong turn there. Stay out of sand. I know scorpions and stuff come out there and they'll poison the shit out of me. Lot gained a level. Go ahead and heal up at the end. Stay away from that guy. He's an assassin. Pretty bad sorts come in here. That guy's an assassin. Shadow! We meet again. Leave me alone. I don't have any space in my party to invite him. Damn, that sucks. That would have been cool to have him back. Heading down south to your door. Saban gained a level. Saban's getting to be a beast. Edgar's brother, he's kicking ass. Getting around the mountain range here. It's protected. I got some poisonous garbage to worry about. Am I on the wrong side of the mountain range? Is that why I'm not seeing this town? Starting to think that I went down the wrong side of the mountain. You guys are super tough. Mind candy. Just so many attacks. Door, I made it. This should go to the westernmost town of the world map. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Optimizing everybody. The mithril vest. Go here to the weapons side. It's not here. He has one already. I've got something better than that already equipped to him. Mon-Fri sleeps. Bunch of liars and Zozo, never can trust him. It's expensive. Getting to catch up to the cost of my tent. Alright everybody, I'm definitely gonna call it for tonight. I had fun playing this game, working closer and closer to finishing it. I'll be more than likely taking tomorrow night off because, like I've been saying, I'll stream family. For the holidays, Christmas, we're doing stuff on Friday, so pretty much every day this weekend, different family members. So everybody have a good holiday and a Merry Christmas. Follow if you haven't yet, and I'm uploading all my streams to YouTube, so please subscribe over there too. It helped me out a lot. I stream Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time for variety, and 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time is my retro late night. Monday, I'll be coming back with maybe Resident Evil 4. So I'll catch you guys then. Have a good weekend and a good holiday.